it on the homework problem. 23. Did we do it in class? Okay. Anyway, fraction is still the same. Okay. What is the common factor, greatest common factor, the GCD for number? Huh? So look at the denominator. Are they have the same denominator? Yeah. So then you just look at the top. Okay. So it's negative 1/3. It is correct. All right. That's good. Is there any letter we can take out? No. So negative 1/3 is the GCD. Okay. What do you have left? You take out a negative 1/3. That means you divide it. What do you have left? X squared. Right? No more negative because you took out a negative already. And then negative 5/3, you divide it by negative 1/3. What do you have left? What is that? Do you remember how to do this? Do you remember how to do this? Your face is kind of scaring me. You remember how to do this? Cancel out the 3. Why did you can't do it? Why were you allowed to cancel the 3? Because they're both denominator. Okay, so you can cancel it. All right. So what do you have left? 5 divided by 1 is 5. Negative become. So you don't need to write the sign. So it's a positive 5 what? X. Oh, that's good. Okay. Are you able to do this? Okay, great. 10/3 divided by negative 1/3. You can just tell right away, right? 3 gone. Negative 10 or positive 10? Negative 10 because you only have one negative sign. Yeah? How many of you got this number 23? Oh, more than half. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, question 24. Raise your hand. Yes, some point. All right, so let's go.
The greatest common factor is 8.
8, right? That's good. Thank you. Positive 8? Negative 8. Okay? So look at the number. I have 24, 8, and 16. They all can divide by 2. But is 2 the greatest common divisor?
No.
No. They all can divide by 4. Is it 4 in the greatest one? No. So, if you think about this, why did I say that? If you know that they can divide by 2, and you know that they can also divide by 4, so multiply them together, they can divide by 8. That's also the way you can find the GCD. Does it make sense? So actually 8 is the GCD because this is also 8 right here. So 8. And then you see that negative in front of the leading term. What is the leading term again? Leading term is the... Huh? What is the leading term? The highest power. The highest power. Yeah? The highest power. Very good. So leading term is negative. You don't want it. You need to take that negative out. Okay? Now let's talk about the letter. What is GCD for the letter? Now, Julian, that's the one you said. The lowest power will be the GCD. So I have n to the 5th power, n squared, and n to the power 1. This is the smallest one. I took that out. Okay? Now what do I have left? I will give Stephanie Dasha 1 point and Julian 1 point.
You put 3. 3 and to the power of 4.
So yeah, negative 24 8, negative 24 n 5 to the 5th power divided by 8n. Okay? 24 divided by 8 is 3. N 5th power divided by n. You just subtract the power. You know that, right? This is invisible 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So n to the power 4. 2 negative, positive. Okay? Same thing here, divided by negative n. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Do you need to write 1?
No.
No, it's very weird. Okay, so n squared divided by n is just n. Positive. Basically, if you check out a negative, you just flip all the sign here. So you don't need to count. Okay? This is negative, for sure it will become positive. This is positive, for sure it will be negative. You don't need to count. Okay, this one divided by an, 2, that's it, right? How many of you got this one too? Good, still more than half, good. 26. Oh yeah, this one, every year. Yeah, right? You agree? No. This is critically wrong. And I say it every year. If you did it, you're not the one. You're not the only one. Don't worry. Every year, okay? Oh, I see the square. I'm gonna distribute the square to everything inside. Can you distribute the power? Well, you can, but in what situation? You actually can distribute the power, but in what situation? You know? Like this. Multiplication or division. Then you can distribute the power. This one is going to be here and become y square, 4 square. Or this one, you can distribute the power, you're going to have y square over 4 square. Yes, you can do it. But when you see the subtraction and addition, you cannot do it. It's really totally wrong, okay? I see that every year. Even though I emphasize this in class, but still, as you see it. So I hope no one of you in this period going to do it, okay? What we're going to do instead. Remember to convert from the vertex form to the standard form. What the same thing, okay? Now Moses.
So you're gonna do parentheses y minus 4. And then another parenthesis y minus 4.
Exactly, because square, that's when you multiply by itself. This is how you do it. And then after this, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna solve y times y.
Yes.
And then y times negative 4.
Very good.
And then negative 4 times y.
Yeah, what is it called? FOIL. Okay. Give Moses 1 point. Y times y is y square. Y times negative 4 is negative 4y. Negative 4 times y is negative 4y. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. What is the next step you want to do? Combine that term. Very good. Hello. Yes. Oh, no. Yeah, not in class. Sorry, not in class. Yes. Okay. Okay. Combine that term, negative 4 is? Almost. How many of you got this one? Oh, less than before was half of you. Good. 28. Maybe I should do some answer key, huh? When you do the homework, you can check the answer key. Is that better? Okay. Because otherwise you don't know what you did wrong or you did right. Okay. I want you to have this. Same thing, very similar. Just walk with me the whole thing. Who wants to volunteer? Any you? Okay, Stephanie.
10x minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put the parentheses 10x minus 1.
Very good. You multiply by itself, and then you're gonna do FOIL. So what does it become? Your calculator.
100.
100x. So you have 10x
Negative.
times 10x.
Negative 10x.
Oh, not yet. What does it become?
What do you mean?
You not finished this one yet. What is 10x times 10x? 100
X squared.
x squared. You have 2x. Yeah. So x times x squared. Yeah. Be careful. And then now you can 10x times negative 1 is what you just said. Negative 10x. Right. And then negative 1 times 10x is negative 10x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is
1.
positive 1. Negative 10 and negative 10 is? That's good. Let's give Stephanie 1 point. Okay. Since we work with 2 questions like this, did you see anything that's similar? I give you 2 points if you can spot that. Look at this.
Above negative.
Is it the standard?
Huh?
It's the standard.
No. Is anything common when you have something like this? Y minus B squared. Huh? You always need to combine that term. Okay, that's a good step. Huh? Number 3. You end up with 3. Yes, okay, that's good. Let's give Stevie 1 point. Any other common thing did you see from here to here? So you can actually go from here directly to here. That's what I meant. That's what the goal. Okay, you can go directly from here to here. You can skip all the steps. They have some same thing. Some of the thing is very in common. We did it every time. So you see that? Same number. Same number. You see that? So actually, yeah, Brianna, want to give some input? Huh? Yeah, they are standard form, yes, but I want to see, can you go directly from here to here? Is there any formula to do it? Is there any way you can do it without like express them like this 2 step FOIL and then combine that term? So let's look at the first term, okay? This is really good. This is really good. This is why your answer is always that one square. Do you agree? This is 10x. Your answer is always be this one square. Right? So in general, I'm gonna write in general. It's gonna be a square for first number square. Make sense? Now the middle one is a little bit tricky. Now let's talk about the last one. The last one is 16. Where 16 came from?
B.
The b square. Do you agree? See that? That's the pattern. That's the pattern. 4 square is 16. Now let's check over here. 1 square. Oh, 1 square is 1. So that's the pattern. So you know the last term going to be b square. They're always plus. You see? They're always plus. They're always plus. So they're always plus. We came up with a pattern. So we can just apply this one every time we see this. You don't need to like write down FOIL, combine that term. Okay? Now, what is the middle? Who can figure out in the middle? I'm going to give 2 points. Huh? C? No C. No C. Don't make your life harder. This is only A and B. What is the relationship between the middle term comparing to this A and B? How did you get this middle term? Look at the relationship. Huh? AB. If I do AB, for example, if I do AB here, 10x times 1, it's going to be 10x, not 20.
2AB.
Huh?
2AB.
2AB. Let's give Owen and Gabriel. 2AB. That's good. Do you agree? Oh, we'll talk about the sign later, but yeah. Do you agree that 2AB? Let's check. What is A here? Y. Right? What is B here? 4, right? Times 2, 2AB, 8Y. Is it 8Y? Yeah, that's right? Now let's check over here. What is A? 10x. What is B? 1 times 2. We got 2AB. So 20x. Does it match? Yes. So 2AB is correct. Now what is the sign? They always be negative because inside here is a negative. Right? Because it's a negative, that's a negative. That's why when you multiply, you have negative. So they always be negative if this is negative. This is the pattern. You can skip this 2 steps, go directly to the bottom. Make sense? Let's test if you got, maybe just keep the easy one. 3 minus x. Can you give me in one shot? First one square is 3 square is 9, right? Now you can do the last first, it's easy. X is b is x square is it's just x square. They're always plus, okay? Now 2ab, what is 2ab? 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times x is 6x. That's it. Does it make sense? No? Huh? Oh, it's just a pattern. We try to figure out what is the pattern. So if you want to know where the 2 come from, the 2 come from here. When you combine that term, that means when you combine that term, you see that they're the same term. So when you combine that term, you actually multiply by 2. Same thing here. You see, when you multiply 10x to negative 1, you got negative 10x. Negative 1 times 10x is negative 10x. They all will be the same. They all will be the same. So when you add them, that's when you multiply by 2. That's why 10 times 2 is 20. They come from here. But you don't really need to understand why. But you should know the formula, the pattern is this. Whenever you see a minus b squared, this is going to be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Make sense? How about a plus b? Same thing, but only one thing on the change. What do you think?
The
Sign.
sign.
Which one is gonna change? So the last one always be plus, okay?
2ab.
Plus 2ab. So they only change the middle one. Yeah? X plus 5. Can someone help me to write this? Raise your hand. Vincent, let's go. Vincent, yeah.
Minus that the final fact.
Yeah, the final form. Just give me the one shot, one final one.
X squared
X squared
plus 10x
plus 10x.
plus 25.
That's it. Make sense? Faster. So fast, but it's not that hard. Let's keep on comprehension. What you need to do is you square the first one. You multiply it together and you multiply by 2. Because that's the formula, we found it. Okay? That's the pattern. So multiply them together, I have 5x times 2 is 10x. And then square up this one. 5 squared 25. This actually what we're gonna learn in the next 2 weeks. It's a list of the formula. So this is one of the formula. But I'm glad because when we work with this homework, we're going to find out a pattern. Yeah? Okay. So I'm gonna. Is solving quadratic in factor form. This is the purpose. You will see what is the purpose of the last lesson. Okay? So let's review. Very difficult question. Pay attention, okay? Very difficult. What is 0 times 2? See? So what is this? 0. Yeah? Alright, now instead of 0, I'm gonna put x minus 2 times 2 equal to 0. Can you solve for x?
Yeah.
If you want this one to be 0, then you need this one to be 0. Do you agree? X equal to? Yeah, equal to 0, so x equal to 2. This is at m01, okay? M01, 2, okay? How about I change in this one as well? I'm gonna put x there. How do I make this multiplication equal to 0? First, if this one is 0, then it will be 0. Do you agree? We have two factors. This is the first factor, this is the second factor because this is multiplication. Only work for multiplication, okay? Only work for multiplication. So, if you multiply something 0, they will only be 0. That means when x here equal to 0, when x equal to 2, this will be 0, this gives you 0. Do you agree? So that's one solution. What is the other solution?
0.
Why 0?
Just multiplies everything.
Right, because I don't need to care whatever degree so in here. But if this is 0, 0 times everything is 0. So another solution here is x equal to 0. Right? So that's the purpose, that's the helpful thing of the benefit of factoring. If you're factoring, you can solve them, you can solve the solution faster. Quickly, okay? Alright, that's the review. Let's go. Today. Solving. How do you solve this? Basically, you just need to let each of the factor equal to 0. So like, I'm gonna let this one equal to 0, and I'm gonna solve this. I'm gonna let this one equal to 0, and then solve this, right? I'm gonna show you a tip later to do it faster. But 2x equal to 0, what is x? 0. X equal to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0, what is x? Right, that's, box the answer for me, okay? Box the answer for me. Question?
Why is it negative?
Negative because I'm gonna isolate the x, so I'm minus 2 on both sides. I'm minus 2 on both sides. So 2 minus 2 is gone. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Yeah. Any other question? Yes, Ami, ask me. I love answering questions. Any other question? No? Alright. There's a tip to do it faster. Okay? We get in there. I will tell you later. Easy. What is this? What is the solution? It's m. M times m minus 3. Ivan?
3.
M equal to 3? What else? That's it? 0. M equal to 0. Yeah, let's give Ivan just 1 point. So again, you are honest man, so I'm gonna tell you the trick to do this.
Will that always take to answer?
Huh?
Will that always take to answer?
Good question. Good question. That gives you like 1 point. It depends on how many factors do you have. If I give you something like this, m minus 3, m plus m minus 5, m plus 4. How many answers will you have? 4, right? So it depends on the factor. Depends on the number of the factor. Okay? So we're gonna solve this very fast. I'm gonna show you the trick. The trick here is, do you see that the answer is always you flip the number here? Because you solve them, right? So faster, you don't need to write like this. You can just write directly like this. Oh, negative 3, answer is 3. Just flip the sign, okay? And no matter what number you have in the front, there always be 0. Let's say if you have something crazy like 7m or 7 square m, you don't need to care. The answer will always be 0. Okay? So if I give you something like this, let's test us out. Today it's easy, not that hard. So x minus 2, x plus 3, x plus 5, x minus 1 over 2 equal to 0. Can you give me in one shot a solution right away? Just flip the side, do everything. Let's go. First one.
X equals 0?
Yeah, no matter what crazy, even you have some crazy here like this or square like this, they always be 0. Keep that in mind, okay? As long as it's by itself. As long as it's by itself, no parentheses, it's always be 0. X equal to 0, that's good. What is the second one?
2.
Flip it. Yeah, flip the sign. X equal to 2. X equal to
3.
negative 3. X equal to
Negative 5.
negative 5. X equal to
1 half.
1/2. You get it? Easy, yeah? Just flip the sign and you get the solution. Good, let's give select 1 point. Now another form, what if you see something like this? Alright, number 4. One is right. Okay, let Ivan.
Negative 3.
Negative 3. How did you know get the negative 3? Oh, I said over here. You said need to flip the number. Oh, here. We will just need to flip the 6
No.
because you have some number on the front. So when you have some number on the front, what is the tip then?
Divide by 2.
Divide the number.
Yes. Okay. So you need to flip this one, but you also need to divide by number here. Okay. Let's give Ivan Centric 1 point and Mosik 1 point. Divide by the number. That's exactly what you need to say. Okay. So when maybe write a note here. Okay. Tip. Just flip the sign of numbers. Okay, and then the tip over here is flip the sign and divide it by the number on the front, like this one. Okay, so the first one, the first solution here is p equal to, did you say what is the p equal to? Is that the only one? 0. Okay, so p equal to 0 as well. Again, no matter how crazy, but you see it, no parentheses, it must be 0. You don't need to care whatever number in the front. You don't need to care if it's a square root, they have a square or whatever. As long as they don't have the parentheses, that's 0. Okay? And then this one, okay, flip the sign. 6, you flip it, become negative 6. Divided by 2, so the solution is negative 3. Sound good? Easy stuff. Now, do you know what is the benefit? What is the purpose of the last lesson? No. You know? What was the purpose of the lesson 4D, the one we did yesterday? Yeah, to make it factor. Like, for example, if I give you like this, 2x squared plus 4x equal to 0. Can you tell me the solution? No, not really, not yet, until you factor it. Right? You factor out the GCD. What is GCD here? 2x, x plus 2. Now, based on that, can you tell the solution now? Yes, right? X equal to? And x equal to? That's the purpose of the 4D and 4E. Make sense? Alright. That's exactly this one. Just took it from here. So, yeah. When you see this one, there's no number in the front, right? There's no number in the front. So if you want to find a solution, you just need to flip the sign. Because negative 3 plus 3 equals to 0. To flip the sign, 5 is negative 5. You see negative 1/2, the solution is 1/2. But if you see the number in the front like this, if you just flip this, for example, if I just flip this one to negative 6, I say negative 6 is solution. Now, let's check. Does it equal to 0? No, right? So you need to divide it by that number as well. So you flip the sign of this and divide it by the number in the front. So flip 6 become negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 2, negative 3. Yeah? Make sense? Great. Good question.
But if it's the same variable, why does it have different answers?
Say again?
If it's the same variable, why does it have different answers?
Oh, good question. Actually, you said p equal to 0 or p equal to negative 3, not n. It's not like you have two solutions at the same time. It's or, okay? So p equal to 0 or p equal to negative 3. Both of them satisfy the requirement. Like when you plug it in, you're gonna get 0. So you have two solutions, but or. Either this or this. They cannot be the same time. Make sense? Good question, yeah? Let's give Stephen 1 point. That's a good question. You want to get medium white point to get point?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get a medium white point. Still solving, okay? The reduction is still solving. All right. What is the solution for the first one? When you don't see anything in the parentheses, just the x on the front, what is the answer? X equals 0. Very good. What is the next one? Very good. Just flip the sign, right? Next one. Very good. How about the next one? So, this is the one you didn't got it. Now, you flip them as well. Positive 9 become negative 9. But because this is the number on the front, you need to divide about it. So negative 9 divided by 3. What is this then? Negative 3. That's the answer. Okay? And then next equal to, last one. 1/2, positive 1/2. Yeah? That's good? I think you all got this. Okay? Alright, next one, number 6. All right. I don't think. Okay, let's see.
Mister, are you okay?
Wait, is the power just for that purposes?
The power only for this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. It's a new thing. Why this one is different from the other one? They are the square. Well, you're gonna ask, the square make any difference? Make any contribution? What do you think? No? Well, technically, if you're solving here, no, they don't make any difference. But in the graph, they make a big difference. Let me show you this. If, let's say, do you remember the point when I say the extra credit when I asking you what is the solution? What is the solution for the graph? Like for example, what is the solution? The solution is the point on the x-axis. This one solution, this one solution, this one solution, this one solution. Correct? So depend on how many solutions you have here. A equal to -9. You got this one right. A equal to 8/9. You also got this one right. And A equal to -1. So you all got it right here. But the square actually make a big difference. Okay? So I want you to write at this. Every time you see the square or you see the even power, write this one for me. dr. Doctor. What does dr stand for? Who can read my mind? Huh? Now you can see the creative. What does dr stand for? What do you think? Division, huh? Just say it. Let me see. I want to see the creative answer. What do you think is dr? Huh? Double reciprocal? I don't know. Divide reciprocal? What do you think? Double? Double is good. Double. What does R stand for? Roger? What does R stand for? What do you think? Roboto? Roboto? What do you think is R? What is the name of the solution? Solution? Oh, the lesson is so good. They cover a lot of things. So solution also mean x-intercept. Also mean last one. Huh? I didn't hear someone say it. They're talking about the same thing. Solution, x-intercept, and R. What is R? Really? You never heard of that? Let's go.
Rate.
Huh?
Rate.
Rate? Four letters.
Rate.
Rate. Oh no, not rate.
S.
Huh?
S.
Yes.
Wait, is it ratio?
Huh?
I should have thought it.
Oh yeah, for sure. R. Yeah, forgot. Yeah, for sure. R. Let me talk about R. Huh? E. Oh, that time we're gonna keep it. Good.
O.
Oh, actually that's good.
Root.
Root. Double root.
You said S.
Solution is also mean x-intercept, also mean the root. So if the question is asking you, especially in iReady or something, they're using different letter, they're different language. They say find the root of this, or solving for the root of this. That means solving for the solution. Okay. So write it one for me. Double root. I will explain to you why square gonna make a big difference. So maybe some of you gonna wonder, oh, Mister, then if I forgot to write it on the test, do I take the point off? Yes, I will. This is important. That's why. So be aware of the square or the four, the even power. Okay. Now, No. You want it? Again. We're not going to have a test until the end of the unit. No more quiz. Or maybe, let me think. Quiz is good. I don't know when I was a student, I think quiz is good because at the end of the unit test, you don't need to study a lot. Now, among study and agree. Okay, fine. Now, look at what I'm going to explain to you why DR is very important. How many solutions here? 3, right? So again, solution is mean x-intercept. So that means you have negative 9 as the x-intercept. I have 8/9. That's mean barely 1, not 1 yet. So 8/9 right here, okay? And then negative 1 right here. Yeah. So the graph going to be past this point. Do you agree? Because that's the solution. Yeah. Are you following? Before I move to the next one. Later on, we're gonna learn about finding the behavior as well. But this is 4, so the n gonna go up. Okay. So let me just draw it pretty for you. Okay. For example, this is the graph. Yeah. The graph passed through this point because this is solution. Negative 9, negative 1, 8/9. Now, why did I say the square going to be very important? This is going to change in the graph. They're not going like this anymore. Okay? Because this one is the double root, the DR. I'm going to show you what happened. I'm going to erase this. Watch what happened, okay? It's still negative 9. It's still negative 1, but negative 1 now is double root. I usually box like this, so remind me this is double root. And then 8/9. Now let's see what happened. It's still going here. They hit this. Ooh. What happened? Because of the square, because of the double root, they're changing the graph completely. You see that? What happened at the point double root, at the negative 1? What do you think? The graph going to, they're not cut through anymore, but they're going to what? They bounce back, right? So if you see the solution, you pass through it. But when the solution is double root, they're not going to cut through it, but they're going to bounce back. They bounce back. So if you have this one double root, if you have this one double root, you have a lot of point. Tell me what to go, okay? I'm going to cut this. Do I cut this?
Yeah.
Do I cut this? No, you're going to bounce back, okay? Now, do I cut this? Yes. Do I cut this? You're going to bounce back. Do I cut this?
No. Yes, yes.
That's how the double root very important. Make sense? Later on, we will learn about this. That's why, from now on, every time you see the square or you see the even power, you need to write double root to remind yourself, oh, this point right here, they're going to be bounced back. Make sense? All right. Good. That's why I'm recording today. That's good. Okay. What time the period then? 15. Right? 15. Oh, that's good. Only one part. That's it. One more part. Part 2. Yeah? What's the number of the circle? Okay, 7. Now do you know? Part 2 is just combine 2 things. Solving this. Can you combine the last lesson and today's lesson to solve this? What do you need to do first? You factor it. How do you factor it? Okay, let me call. Who didn't get point? Ivan. Factor it. What is the GCD?
M.
M? Is that a question?
No, just M.
Just M, right? There's no number because it doesn't have no number. So no number GCD, but M squared and M. M is smallest power. You check that out, okay? What do you have left when you check out the M? Just M, right? What else?
And then +5.
Plus 5. Very good. Now this is equal to 0. Can you solve this? Today's lesson? M equal to?
0.
0 and M equal to?
-5.
-5. Yeah? Let's give Ivan he 1 point. That's the goal for the last lesson, today's lesson. Alright, now do on your whiteboard, okay? Alright. 1.5 minutes. See, when you see the negative in the front of the leading term, you need to factor the negative out as well. Okay? And then what is the GCD for the number? There's no number. So what is the GCD of the Y, of the letter? Y, the smaller power, right? So this is the GCD. Okay? Remember, when you take out the negative, all the sign are going to be flipped. Okay? So Y squared divided by Y is Y. But then they're going to change to positive. Okay? Now, next one. That's one. You take out the Y. What do you have there? Negative 9. Yeah? So the answer is Y equal to? And then Y equal to? 9. Positive 9. That's good. Yeah? Good job. Good job. Alright, it's going to be getting harder and harder.
Not really.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, this one's a factoring. Okay, hold on.
Ah.
Oh, you're not learned that yet. Okay, my bad. Okay, when you see the leading, which one is the leading term? Yeah, the one with the highest power. This one is the highest power, okay? So if you see the negative, you need to take out the negative, alright? Now, 3m plus 8. M equal to? You flip this one, right? 8, you flip it, become negative 8. Negative 8, but you have the number in the front. So negative 8, you need to divide by it. So negative 8 over 3, okay? Now, you see the name in the front. Does it do anything? No, it doesn't do anything unless you have m. Unless you have some m, then m equal to 0, right? That's why I say no matter what crazy it is, but if you have something on the front, it's going to be 0. But you need to have the letter. If they don't have anything, then nothing. Only when they have a letter, okay? Then it's going to be 0. One factor, one solution. You cannot have two solutions. Make sense? Okay, maybe last one. I think this is last one, and I'll tell you some question. Oh, we already talked about this. That's good. Okay. Yeah, you don't learn that yet. Okay, so just this. Just this. Let's go. The wrong one. GCD is x squared. What do you have left? X minus 4. Alright. Solution x equal to 0 and x equal to 4. Which one has the square? This one has the square. So dr is right here. Dr is right here. Okay? Actually, none of you remember, but then you fix it at the end. Sound good? Yeah? Dr as the x equal to 0, not x equal to 4. Because the square is right here. The square is at this solution. So x equal to 0 is dr. Make sense? Alright.